Alright, Much Abrew about nothing. Playing some Owling Mine in Modern. Slightly upgraded from the deck tech version. We got some Fevered Visions action, but we'll play first. And... only one land? I think we got a mulligan this one. Yikes. Alright, well, we need a mine effect. We'll keep Temple Bell. So let's just island Goo. We're going to need another land for Temple Bell, but Remand can draw us a card. And we got Boomerang for our opponent's first land. Ooh. Temple of Abandon. Opponent scries to the top. Well, Flooded Strand, crack Flooded Strand. Get a Steam Vents untapped. And let's just Boomerang. Pass the turn. Forest for our opponent. And passes. Has to discard. Pitches a Fire Drinker. Oh, this is our Shaman deck. Alright, well, let's get the Howling Mine down. Pass the turn. Opponent gets the first draw. Plays a mountain. And Burning Tree number 1. Into Beast Caller. Okay. And a Fire Drinker? Oh, Harbinger. Oy! That means they're going to have a Rage Forger. Probably going to have to just remand Rage Forger. So we do not draw land off of Howling Mine. Ugh. That's not good. Alright, I guess we just gotta pass. Oh, not exciting though. Not exciting at all. Opponent gets an extra draw. Plays the Scryland. Leaves it on top. I'm assuming this is just... Wow. No Rage Forger. Okay. Opponent gets in for 3. Puts us down to 14. And just passes. Wow. Fevered Visions and... Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I guess we pass the turn. Discard Temple Bell? Yeah, our mana troubles are going to be the death of us here. There's Rage Forger. Well, we got a remand. There's a land, but it might be too late. I guess we have exhaustions, but missing land drops for multiple turns. We need to be able to, like, exhaustion and other stuff. We should be getting close to the point where we're, like, exhaustion plus Fevered Visions, or at least Eye of Nowhere, and we're not especially close to that. So down to 10, opponent passes, we draw a remand, and an Ebony Owl Nasuki. Well, all we can really do here is exhaustion our opponent. Pass the turn. We would have, if we had made our land drops, we could have played our Ebony Owl Nasuki there too, and started dealing damage. But without the land drops, our exhaustions aren't really getting us back into the game. Lightning Bolt down to 7. And another tap plan. So we do get to exhaustion our opponent again. We're just not really making headway. We do get an island. And a Temple Bell. Well, unfortunately, we're stuck at just exhaustion nothing. So you can see how this would have worked had we actually drew lands. But since we didn't, there's just not a whole lot we can do. For example, next turn, we're probably just going to have to Time Warp and pass. And that's assuming we even draw land. We draw an exhaustion. Do we draw land? Oh, all right. So this gives us a very, very slight hope. So we get to play our Ebony Owl Nasuki, play an Exhaustion, pass the turn. Maybe we can still get back into this with the triple Exhaustion. So we're going to start getting in damage, but so slow. Put our opponent down to 16. They do find a land. We're going to need our 4th Exhaustion, I think. And it's also possible we just get burnt out. Alright, Bosk Banneret for our opponent. And passes. Well, we get a Time Warp and a land? A Twin Cast. Ugh. That's still not good, though. So all we can really do here is Time Warp and pass. Missing these land drops is killer. There's a land. So I think we essentially just need Exhaustion. There's a Boomerang. Well, I guess we... Eye of Nowhere, the Bosk Banneret. Eye of Nowhere, the Flamekin Harbinger. And pass the turn. So we put our opponent down to 12. I don't know if we survive this turn, though, is the big problem. There's Bosk Banneret. There's a Rage Forger. I guess we gotta let it go. And a second Rage Forger. Well, if they have a Lightning Bolt, we're dead. Alright. We just missed way too many land drops. Oh, that's pretty disappointing. I don't know about Simian Spirit Guide. I guess we only have 18 lands, which is kind of why we're getting mana screwed. That seems pretty greedy. What do we do? I don't even know if Nourishing Shoal really matters. That deck deals so much damage. Let's just run it back. Alright. We get to play first. And... Alright. I mean, it's a hand that does things. Island, go. Pass turn. Mountain for our opponent. Flamekin Harbinger. Well, Island and... I guess we just got a Howling Mine. Doesn't feel great, but I think it's what we gotta do. Because if we miss lands, things are so bad. Opponent gets a draw. Fire Drinker. Gets in for 1 with the Harbinger. So down to 19. Well, hopefully we draw lands. Another Harbinger. This one's probably getting Rage Forger. Yep. Howling Mine and Boomerang. Well, Eye of Nowhere, pass the turn. This keeps them from playing a Rage Forger this turn, but in the long run, I don't think it really helps us. Another Harbinger. Probably searches up another Rage Forger. No Rage Forger. The bigger problem is just bouncing stuff isn't getting us anywhere. Like, yeah, it's keeping us from immediately dying, but it's not really getting us to win. So down to 15. Well, there's an island. And a remand. Well, island... go, I guess. I don't know what else we can do. Even if we remand Rage Forger, though, we still take 5? Down to 10? There's a Fauna Shaman. Well, we might as well remand it. Might as well remand something. Get a Simian Spirit Guide. Sort of a mana source. And a tap land. We're going to need an exhaustion. Like, exhaustion plus land here, I think, is our best draw. So down to 10. Temple Bell and a land. Well, island. Journey to Nowhere. Boomerang. Pass the turn. We're dead to a Tarka's command here. Opponent gets an extra draw. Plays a mountain. Well, no Atarka's command. Bolts our face. I guess we're also dead to 2 bolts.